Hey YouTubers, it's RC here with RC67, and I've got 5 cars here today I'm going to showcase with you all. These are cars that I got from a patient who, I guess he said he did some restorations back in the day, and when I got them, they were in really bad shape. Some of them were so bad that I had to fabricate some parts to make them work. And then of course, the other issue I ran into was that even after fabricating some of those parts, it didn't quite go back together as straight as I would like it to go back together, but at least it looks like a nice display piece and it's in better shape now than when I received it. So the first one here is, this is a car that a patient had given me. It's a 29 T-Bucket Roadster. And he had this painted in blue, and he actually, when he worked on this car, when he pulled it apart, he just painted over the top of the original color. The original color on this was kind of a greenish color, and of course the engine that's on there now is a different engine. It was an engine from another vehicle, so I had to kind of go in and resand some of that. The wheels on this did not turn, so I had to groove out the axle areas there and then create an axle rod for the rear axle to fit. And the wheels that I put on there are the hard plastic wheels, because several of the other wheel sets I had just were dwarfing the car in terms of the size of the wheel set that he actually had on there. And then some of the wheel sets I have look a little bit big for this car. So I chose a little bit smaller wheel set, and this is just more of your standard mainline Hot Wheels. But again, this is just going to be a display piece, but it does look a lot better than when I got it from him the other day. So I painted this in that two-tone or color shifter copper purple color. Again, the light right now doesn't do it justice, but it is a beautiful looking car, and the wheels do turn and it does roll, but it'll be a nice display piece to go up on the wall there. So that's the first one there. And I'll go and get this off of the display thing. Second one here is another one which he had. This is a Roadster, and this car was originally in a reddish pink color, and it had these huge wheels on it. And so I stripped it apart. Again, he just painted over the top of the original color. The original color of this was yellow. This is the original engine in the car, so I did some research on it. This is the original engine on the car. So I think the only thing he did add to it is this blower here on the top, which that's that right there. Other than that, everything else on the car is original. I did put on a Real Riders rubber set of tires for this car, so it gives it a better stance than what he had on it. So, but everything on this one went together pretty well. The color on this is what's called Orange Fierce. I'm sure Fierce Orange, I can't remember how it is. But anyway, that is this car here. So that is a Roadster, which I was able to get restored. And again, looks much better this way than it did when I got it last week. So, but again, another little car that I got to work on over the last couple days here, but a lot of fun to work on it. The next one here is a VW Bug. I've done several of these bugs in the past. You've seen me with these. I did a couple in the Gulf Blue racing. I did one with surfboards on it. And then of course this one here. Now the only difference I did on this one here, aside from the two-tone, the original car here, it did have a luggage rack here on the top, if you remember. So I sanded and filed all that down. And then I had to kind of grind out the rear wheel wells a little bit because this wheel set's a little bit bigger. But it has a nice low stance. It gives it kind of a rat rod look to it. I did a little bit of detail work here on the tailpipes coming around. Those are chromed out as well. And then again, the paint is called Fierce Orange, and then, or Fierce Fire, Fierce Orange. And then of course I wrote a silver color, which is known as Diamond Dust, and that gives it that two-tone color there. And then a little bit of accents there with the door handle and the door hinges there. So, and then some detail here on the front with the two lights on the front there. So that's the third car I got there. And again, you guys have seen several of these I've already done earlier the last couple of months here, these little VW Bugs. These are actually fun little cars to work on. And there's a second one coming on this that I'll be working on. It's a Volkswagen pickup truck, which is going to be in the same two-tone colors to go along. So it's going to be kind of like my own little set of cars. So, but that's the second one, that second little VW there. All right. Baja. This is a VW Baja. This one came in kind of a teal color and had big white mud tires on it. It didn't look very good. So I painted this, again, stripped it all apart, and then got a wheel set that's much nicer looking than the plastic hard wheels that it came with. The color on this is called Pearl Blue. And with all of the accents on this car, with the wheel sets being dark, and then the roll bar here in the front with the bull guard, and then your roll cage here on the top and inside, and then the luggage rack and everything, and then this little cage here for the engine and all that. Just, it kind of offsets the blue, so it really gives it a nice tone. I wasn't sure about this color when I sprayed it, when I just saw the car by itself. But once I started putting it together, and then you see how everything kind of comes together, it really did come out nice. So I was very happy with this car. So this is another VW Baja Bug that I've customized to go with my VW car collection. So, all right. And then finally, I have a Ford F-150 Raptor, four-wheel drive. This came in a rust color with some silver on it. And then, of course, I pulled it all apart, stripped it down, and I painted it in diamond dust, is what they call it, diamond dust silver. And then I did all the accent with the lights, and then, of course, the fender wells and the step bars here. Little grill work here coming around the front is blacked out, but then you can see where it says Ford. I kind of highlighted that. Little turnstiles in the front there. Put on a nice set of rubberized mud tires on it, so it gives it a nice stance. This is a fun one to do too. Actually, I even did the two-tone in the bed of the truck, so it's got a black bed with the silver on the bed rails there. So it looks really good. And then, of course, a little tip there on the exhaust as well. I did a little bit of detail work on the chassis as well. So, but that is the cars that I have completed for this weekend. I hope you guys like what you saw. If you would, please like, comment, or subscribe. There's a couple other cars I got in the hopper. They're going to go match that VW Bug that I've got that's in the two-tone there. So I got a couple in the works right now. But I hope you all are having a great day. This is RC with RC67 signing out. Take care.